Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really doing it. I'm like literally committed. Today I want to talk about being pregnant in a pandemic. Listen, I found out that I was pregnant 2 days after Morocco closed their border. It was like, what, fam? How? Like, what? Okay, cool. Um, I knew I said I wanted to be pregnant at 29, but I'm 28, and the world is about to end. So what's happening next? So basically, I got here in Marrakesh in December, and I came from Amsterdam. I went to Amsterdam. I was working on a project, or at least what I thought it was going to be a project, but come to find out the project was actually for me. I had a lot of trauma that I had to heal from the previous year, and I just was carrying so much weight, and I didn't realize like how much I just zoomed past everything and didn't really take time to process things that was actually going on with me or give myself time to even heal. So I took this healing moment and I kind of went in my own quarantine from about October and November. I didn't really go anywhere. I just stayed in the house and I just reflected and I just kind of wanted to see, okay, what was I going to do next? I decided that I wanted to host a trip to Marrakesh. So I came here. The ticket was very inexpensive in December, and it was also very, very cold in Amsterdam. So I definitely needed to change the weather. It was so cold, you guys. Like, I'm from LA. Like, I cannot deal with extreme cold or extreme temperatures, period. Went change the weather. I'm like, okay, cool, Morocco. I never been there before. Only person I had ever even heard about Morocco from was my friend Bruna. She's like, oh, I want to go to Marrakesh. And I'm like, okay, I don't even know where that's at. But I never really had even heard of Morocco. I'm not even going to sit up here and lie to you. So when I got here, it was really interesting. I immediately fell in love with the city, and shortly after only being here for a couple of weeks, I ran into my partner and I met my partner. And all I'm gonna say is, when you know, okay? I have not dated in a very long time. I kind of had like, little slides and stuff I was playing around with, but to be actually serious and be intimate with someone and have someone make me feel safe, it's been so long. So when I saw him, I just literally knew. Like, I know that sounds cliche, and yeah, but yeah, when I met him, I knew immediately. And so basically, we were dating, da 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 da. Like, everything was just so easy because I feel like love should be easy. And next thing you know, we are what? Now we're like, the coronavirus situation is like, okay, it's a thing, it's real, it's here. Cool. The numbers, the cases in Morocco at that time were less than 200. So in the entire country, so we're like, okay, this will blow over. This will blow over. It didn't blow over. Okay, they closed the borders. Like, I had just flew back to Perpignan to renew my visa. I'm like, okay, let me just extend it for another 3 months. I'm probably just gonna be here until my birthday. No, not happening. Like, they closed the borders and they shut the city down. We didn't really have a warning or anything. Everything just shut down. So 2 days after they shut it down, I noticed that my moon cycle hadn't came. I'm like, where Flo at? She's supposed to be here, yesterday. Where she a little late. And I don't know about you all, but I'm one of the lucky ones who, when I missed my period, I knew immediately that I was pregnant. Like, it was no ifs, ands, or buts. I already knew what it was. I called my mom, like, hey, mom, I think I'm pregnant. She's like, girl, you just, what, one day late from your period? You should wait at least 3 days. So, yeah, I didn't wait 3 days. I waited the next day. And I found out that I was pregnant. And what a joy, honestly. Um, I honestly really, really, really wanted to become a mom at 29. And wow, I'm getting emotional. Um, it's really beautiful to be carrying this child with me right now because, like, yeah, I feel like this was not necessarily the last thing on my to-do list or anything like that, but I was in the space where I felt like I was ready to start a family, and I found the perfect person to start a family with, and now it's happening. So not only were we like stuck in the house like for a really long time, I also had this to have this like new adjustment with being pregnant. I'm away from my family, I'm away from my friends. I'm basically alone. Only person I don't have friends out here. I only have Jeremiah. That was it. Like I only have my man, and I'm like, okay, I guess this is what it is. So honestly, I could lie and say like, oh, the pregnancy has been hard or anything like that, but it really hasn't been. Um, I feel like I couldn't have picked, or God couldn't have picked a more perfect time for me to be pregnant, because I don't know, I'm always on the go, and I feel like if I would have been pregnant anytime, I probably would have been experiencing FOMO, but since nothing's going on, can't really go anywhere. I'm just literally, basking in my pregnancy, enjoying every moment of it. And I'm so happy that Denim is giving me a cool little time, like my baby is, I feel pregnant, but I mean, the only pregnancy symptom I have is the acne and not fitting clothes, and I'm okay with that. But also, to honestly, like, it did kind of make me, at some moments, I did feel a little sad, because it was like, wow, I see, I got a chance to see, like, my mom be there for, all of her grandchildren, and then now I'm here away, like, so many miles away, and I'm like, dang, I can't experience this with my close family and my close friends. And yeah, but everything happens for a reason, and everything happens with time. And like I said, this couldn't have been a more perfect time for me to be pregnant. I'm so grateful for it. I guess I could kind of run down a little bit, give you all a little tea how the pandemic was here versus how it was in America. In America, I saw a lot of like things on my timeline that I wasn't able to do here. Like legit, everything just shut down. Like only the grocery stores was open and pharmacies. And when they said essential, they meant essential. Like I saw people on my stories like hella shopping online. No, y'all, they closed the post office. Like I can't get mail. Okay. So yeah, they had us do authorization. Everywhere we go, you had to have a piece of paper. Um, yeah, you had to have a sheet of paper. And on this authorization, when you went to go get it, it was just like flying in the guide. It was a lot. It wasn't easy. You had to have authorization to go inside the grocery store. Like, hey, you guys, I can go outside. I wish. I definitely. I'm gonna show you all the picture. So that's the paper, and we have to have this everywhere. We still have to wear masks. We still have to use hand sanitizer, and we also at the time we were disinfecting our shoes. So I feel like Morocco really did a really really good job with handling coronavirus and keeping the cases at a very low, things. And I was glad to be in a country that took the pandemic serious, and the thing. He's cooking. The things that I saw on my timeline, it was just like, wow, you guys are still able to, do all of this stuff, and it was cool. But I'm like, all right, homie, you having a kickback? What about this virus that has no cure yet? Like, none of y'all wearing masks, y'all at the strip club. Okay, whatever. No, not my business. I can't judge or whatever. I'm vicariously living through y'all, because we just couldn't do here. They barely just opened up the country, maybe about, it hasn't even been 1 month since the country has been open, only a couple of weeks, and they actually just suspended domestic travel again. So, oh, when I say they open up the country, I mean like they just opened up the stores. They didn't open up the country borders yet, so no one can fly in and no one can fly out. Like you can only fly out if you like have an emergency or anything like that. But since I'm pregnant and I enjoy my doctor here, I enjoy my man here, I have an apartment here now, I'm working, there's no purpose in me going back to America. So For those of you who are pregnant right now in this pandemic, I just want to encourage you all to stay strong and remember that this is the perfect time to be pregnant if you are. Everything happens with time, and I'm going to keep saying that because it's very important. It's one of my mantras, and just try to be strong and things like that. And I know this is a really interesting time. It's an interesting time for everybody, but especially if you're creating a new life right now with all the shit that's going on. It can be really tough and really hard on moms. So I just wanted to give you all my blessings and tell you all to stay encouraged no matter how easy or how difficult your pregnancy may be. Just literally, like, every day just indulge in gratitude. And like I said, this is a perfect time to be pregnant. So this is my experience with being pregnant in a pandemic. Yeah, I'm not going to edit this video because this is just what it is. And I hope that you all enjoy this video and stay tuned for the next one because, like I said, I'm holding myself accountable and I'm trying to post like 2 times a week. Trying. But thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoy it and I hope you all have a beautiful day. I'm out.